Our caravan's on a seasonal pitch now. We made that decision not so long ago, about a month or so ago. We had a few problems with our caravan, towing, various other wee things. That's for another video. I've came down to the caravan a little bit early. We checked the weather reports during the week and it looked like there was going to be really high winds where we've got our seasonal pitch. So we decided it would be a good idea to come down to check on the awning. Ours is fine, thank goodness. I've been here all morning. Winds are starting to die down now. Other awnings haven't been so fortunate, sadly. I took some photos. I'll put them into this video, and you can see why it's so important to make sure your awning is properly pegged down and properly tied down. So ours is okay, and that's fantastic, pleased about that. And then I realised, you know what, this is a really good opportunity to take you round our awning to let you have a look. Here we are outside, and this is our Kampa Rally Air Pro 330. There we go, Kampa Rally Air Pro 330. 330 designates the size of the awning. That's the width. They're all, I think they're all about 2.5 metres, 2.5 or 2.4, I can't remember, this way. And your 330 represents the width, and that they come in various widths. You can check the website and see what size is right for you. We didn't want a huge one. We had a Dreamer awning, full size, especially if we're going on the weekends, away the weekends. It was just too big. Now, I apologise if the wind is blocking out some of the sound here. I've actually came, as I said, I've came a bit early because the winds were so high. Our awning's absolutely fine. You can see I've got the storm straps all done up. So let me just take you around the other side. I've got the curtains on as well. They're the white bits that you can see. So I was really fortunate. Came and our awning was absolutely fine, which I was delighted at. So there's 3 straps, 1, 2, 3, to hold it down on each of the 3 large air pockets here. And then you get some, I think actually you have to buy these, yeah, I think these are extra. So these are additional. You have to buy these storm straps. They don't come with it, although they do have the fixing for it. The Kampa air socket in that middle frame, there is a hole there, and you get a pump. The pump that we have got is the newer model. This is 2017, so it was new out this year, and it's got a pressure gauge on it with a little green section, which is green for good, green for go. That's exactly what you want to aim for. There's a red, so you've put too much pressure in it. And I think the other one's yellow, I'm not too sure, so you need to keep pumping. So that's how it blows up, through this valve here, and that's how you let it down. So you make sure all these are closed. There's one here, and there's one there, and one at the other end. Make sure they're closed, and pump away. There's lots of videos on YouTube about how to put these up. This really isn't how to put it up, this is just to have a quick peek at ours. So let me take you inside. Oh, just before I do, the pegs that I use, I'm sure lots of people have seen these before. I really like these ones. These are the hammer-in, hard-standing pegs. I bought these ones thinking I'll use my drill and I'll screw the darn things in, but I haven't actually used my drill with these. So I use these first, and if I run out, I switch on to these. The storm strap here, I've put that in with one of these screw-in pegs, but you can get other ones. This is off our Fuyama canopy awning. That's a much bigger peg, especially for the storm straps. So let me take you inside. The first thing to notice, there's 2 zips here. Remember, this is the 2017 one. The first zip, we ended up doing this quite a lot at first. First zip only opens up, it's very hard to see, but there's a mesh panel there. So that's great in the summer, stops the bugs getting in. but you can't get in there. We're inside and it's not as windy. But this thing on the roof here, this is designed supposedly to put a little air gap between the top of the awning and your living space, and that air gap is meant to stay warm in winter and cool in the summer. Anyway, whether it works or not, I've no idea. We bought it, so whenever we put the awning up, we put it on because we think we bought it. It's going on. I guess seeing that when the really hot weather and the sun beats down, it's actually nice to have that on because you can open up the sides. We bought the mesh panels. You can just see the mesh there. Now again, these are additional, they don't come with it, but we definitely thought, you know, see if we open this up, we want the mesh panel there to stop any bugs coming in, and I highly recommended these. And the curtains just fit on like most awning curtains. There's a little rail there and you just feed them along. Now they're white, which I thought, when you've got your light on inside, will people be able to see in? But actually they work really well. When you put the lights on inside, there's a glow, and that glow prevents people from seeing inside. It's ideal. I have took a picture, I'll pop this picture into the video so you can see that. So we also bought some lights. These are the Sabre lights. The lights are absolutely fantastic, nothing wrong with the lights. What I found was, it was the power pack. We run the power pack up the side, the cable up the side, and there's little straps that you can put it on, and then you come up to the power pack. This is not a Kampa power pack. We've went through 2 Kampa power packs. It worked for the first day. The second day we tried to put it on, it blew. We didn't know that at the time, but it was the power pack's fault. I don't know why. You know, it's clearly not working with our Caravan. Why it's not working with our Caravan, I've no idea either. But anyway, never had a problem with this Maplin one. £20 well spent every time we've come, it works. So while we're up here, you'll see there's a pole there. This again is another accessory. This pole. I'll go into this pole in a minute. This pole here. This just keeps the awning tucked in against the Caravan. This pole slots in that cover up the top. It's got a little bit of padding here to stop it rubbing against the Caravan. And it's just like a large tent pole. It goes just into the ground at the bottom. You can secure it on here. It's one of those ones where you can extend it to different heights and lock it off. This camper setup we've got here was a Christmas present to ourselves. So you'll need to decide yourself whether you think it's worth getting a set of these poles. They're okay. Would I buy them again? I think I probably would. Just to stop the wind flapping in at the side. You know, you can see it here. And that really keeps everything in at the side. Now, what else you'll see here, these circular chaps here, they are called limpets, Kampa limpets, and they fit in to little holes. They screw in little holes. Great, that's another one that's broke. Anyway, I'll show you the problem with them. So you can see the little hole here, and your limpet goes on, goes through, and you screw it up and it sucks onto the side of the Caravan. And there's quite a few of them down there. There's 1, 2, 3, there's actually 4 on each side. They're really good. Again, you know, they hold reasonably well, keep the Caravan, keep the awning against the Caravan, stops loads of drafts getting in. However, they're good, but I think they could be better. I'll show you now. So here's the limpet kit here. Try and do this one-handed.
Here's the limpet kit, pack of 8, that's 4 on each side. Again, you need to buy these extra, they don't come with it. So there you go, there's your limpet. So you unscrew this, this one's broken. In fact, I've now got 3 broken ones. So as you can see, they're good, but they could be better. So that little, I don't know how to describe it, I think nipple, sits through that hole in the awning. Then you put this on and you screw it up and it sucks onto the side of the Caravan. Now, there is a sign here on your brand new limpet: do not over tighten. If you over tighten them, there is a risk this little nipple snaps off, as you see here. Now, you will not over tighten them, but you will, because no matter what you do, you turn, yeah, oh, it's not sticking, you turn a little bit more, oh, that's it sticking now, and it'll pop off. So you'll take it off again, you'll try to screw it up again, oh, it's sucked on quite well. Then a gust of wind will come and it'll pop that right off. If you're lucky, it'll pop off. If you're unlucky, it'll snap that off. And that's what's happened to 1, 2, 3 of our limpets. Would I buy them again? I don't think I've got an alternative. I do like them. I don't like that 3 are broken. I've used this awning 4 or 5 times. So they do break. Don't expect them to last a lifetime. And we bought a little rack here, a little jacket rack. Again, that fits on a rail where your curtains are. So we bought this as a little extra. Like I said, we did go to town. So the person who we bought from at the Caravan show must have thought all their Christmases had came at once, because we bought absolutely everything I think that comes with Kampa. You get these little hooks with it, so you can hook jackets on. It's fairly strong. You don't want to put, I think 4 or 5 adult jackets with everything in the pockets. Probably not a good idea. But one of your jackets, you know, an adult each, and your kids' jackets, that's absolutely fine. We've got 2 boys. We hang our jackets there, no problem. But clearly, don't overload it. It is only held on by this. You don't want that snapping off. It comes with the metal hooks, not these plastic ones. These plastic ones are what you get with the Sabre lights. I'll just go back to those Sabre lights just now. Here they are here. That's 2 connected together by this connecting piece here. You can actually connect 3, because some of the Kampa Air awnings, there's 3 sections for some of the wider ones. Now, we keep our little remote control in the door. That's your remote control there. You can see, you can adjust the brightness either by individual clicks or by percentages. That's it, just come into focus now. So you can see that they're actually flashing on the camera, but not in real life. You can't actually see them, it's the camera that's picking up rather than the naked eye. That's on 100% now. Fantastic. Really, really good lights. Like I say, just that power pack that I think let them down. Now, I know there's a lot of Caravans, they come with a little light above your door, and that could be absolutely sufficient, and you might think to yourself, actually I've got a nice table here with a nice light, I don't need these Sabre lights. So don't think that you have to go for the Sabre lights. You can get some lights yourself, a little table, a little bit of mood lighting, and you'd be fine. But if you haven't and you're thinking, well, what will I go for, I recommend these lights. Also, there's some YouTube channels, Make Way with the Morleys and the Trudgeons, 2 geniuses, Andy from Make Way with the Morleys and Dan from the Trudgeons. They show you how to make your own LED lights. Marvellous. Have a go. Definitely watch their videos. They're really, really good. If I thought I could do it, if I had the skill set, I'd love to have a go. Guaranteed I'd do something wrong. I guess I just need to try and have a wee bit of confidence with it, but for now I've got the Sabre lights. There's a door at both sides, so there's a door that side that you can get in and out of. Just this section here is your door, but the whole thing can zip off if you wanted to. Same with these sections, they can zip off. What we tend to do is we zip them halfway, let them flap down on the outside, and then we've still got the mesh panel if we want, and it keeps the bugs out. It keeps a lot of air coming through. This is October now, so I really don't need that much air coming through. This long storage unit here, just little pockets that you can put things in, and it's just like an organizer. We use it for mainly for the dogs things and dog walking, so I've got poo bags in there, gloves, hat, and what else have we got? Yes, your awning skirt here running along. So I think this came with the awning. I think it did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. So double check whether you get an awning skirt. So this is the right width for ours, which is 330. You can see our rear window there, and that's our kitchen window. So our awning stops halfway down our kitchen window, but it goes to the full towards the end of the Caravan. Now you can put your awning anywhere you want to fit anywhere on your Caravan. It might be worth, though, if you're thinking of a 330 awning, 410, whatever it may be, measure where you think the sides are going to finish and where you think you're going to place your awning, because that might influence you in thinking, actually I might just get one a little bit bigger because it'll fit in there and I won't have to go halfway along that window. I could maybe go to here. Now we did that. We decided we would be happy with half a window here. That's where our boys sleep, so we don't really open that window. But this time we're on a seasonal pitch and we wanted as much room as possible out here to park our car, because the pitch isn't huge. It's big enough, but to get our pickup in we just needed that room, so we needed to bring the awning back a little. So we moved it as far back as we possibly could along there, which meant a little bit of the kitchen window was blocked, but we were absolutely fine with that. What we also purchased, again, it's a wheel arch cover. It's got a little tidy on it too. I'll just close the door a little here, come back so you can see that. So there's your little pockets here. Again, you could keep dog walking kit in there, and they're attached with 2 limpets. Perfect. We used to put towels in there and all sorts trying to block that off. Now we've got that, it makes it a lot easier. Oh, nearly forgot. The carpet. That's another extra. And I guess some people think I don't need a carpet, I'm happy with the stones underneath. And yep, last weekend when we came here we didn't put this carpet down. I only put that down today, and we just left the stones, and that was absolutely fine. But we're here for 10 days, nearly 10 days this time, so I don't know, you want a little bit of luxury, a wee bit of glamping. So we decided when we bought everything we were going to buy the carpet as well. So this is what we do. I'll show you underneath. So we've got a tarp that goes underneath. There's our stones. We've got a tarp that goes underneath. We then put these kids tiles underneath, and they're the bigger ones, not the small ones. I think you can buy them in Caravan dealerships now, not multicoloured. I think they come in black. And we used to just have these and that was absolutely fine. But then when you get the carpet, you put that over the top, means everything's nice and soft, nice and padded, easy for people walking about in your socks if you wanted to, handy if you've got little toddlers when they fall, there's no worry, it's really nice and soft. Bought these chairs at a camping shop, like these ones. Put your drinks in there and you can sit back. You can actually fall asleep in those chairs because they're nice high backed. Here's something else we bought. This is like a little, we use this as our little kitchen again, high gear. 2 shelves, a bug net, that's a bug net there, and it opens up. Usually when we come out of the car, we've arrived at the caravan, we'll fill this up with kitchen things, so a little bit of food in there, bread and things. Just basic essentials to get you through the weekend or however long you're staying. Now I think that's it. Oh, one more thing, I guess. The steps. So I think these are Milenko, aren't they? The ones that are so popular. I think everyone's got something like this. We used to have this wee one here. We decided that was just too big a drop for my mum. It was okay with us, okay with the boys. Still a bit of a drop though. So we went for the 2-step. So if you were thinking 1-step or 2-step, I would go for the 2-step. Probably a little bit more expensive. We didn't buy that one, it came with the caravan. But ideal, rock solid, easy getting in and out, nice little even drops, making it nice and easy to get out with the caravan. I think that's it. T1 out and about, and this is our Kampa Rally Air Pro 330 caravan awning. Thanks for watching.